Hey guys, this is Persephone and this is another reading. This is the Hermit Tarot. This video is dedicated to my Cancer people. Now, keep in mind, excuse me, this is for the last week of March. This reading is for the last week of March. But remember, time is fluid. Whenever you're meant to get this reading, that's when you will get it. And I'd like to remind you guys always, right now we're in the season of Aries. So Aries people tend to work smart, not hard. So if you're looking to make a decision going towards any sort of financial stability, go ahead and make that decision, but be very confident. Our Venus is in Taurus. Taurus people tend to be very stubborn, but very sure of what they want. So if you are looking to make a move on someone or express how you feel, be very confident with that as also. And our Mercury is actually in Pisces. Pisces, when it comes to communication, always has a lot of emotion. So there might be a lot of people who are like running into situations which are causing them to cry or causing them to be very explosive. So just keep that in mind when you're communicating or making any sort of business deals, that you think more logically and not just emotionally. Okay. Okay, Cancer. How is Cancer feeling right now? Cancer, you're feeling very confident. You're very rigid at this point, but I am in love with this card. Cancer, you have decided to withhold any communication when it comes to your resources or when it comes to sharing any sort of information that you might have going forward, because it seems like maybe people might have been taking advantage or not necessarily replenishing you or looking out for you as much as you were looking out for them. So you see how like you're looking towards them, right? But they're not even looking towards you, right? So you've decided that's enough. I don't need that sort of communication. Or remember, energies can be reversed. Maybe you felt that other people were not sharing the information about their resources or their opportunities or something that could have helped you out. Yeah, it seems like this particular person or group of people felt that whatever they wanted to share, maybe you didn't need it, you didn't want it, or they felt that you were going to be dismissive and you weren't going to actually be receptive to what they had to say. Could this have been a job opportunity, or maybe is this your family? Maybe you're going through something with your family and they feel like you're not really listening to what they have to say. Maybe you're making a decision about a career choice or maybe a potential relationship they're not like really agreeing with. Yeah, you're refusing to see that. And they keep nagging you about it. Nagging you. Could have been a health scare. Maybe they feel like you're not really taking yourself seriously when it comes to health decisions. And you're not seeing it. You've closed off. You already know the decision that you wanted to make. You've made a decision a long time ago of what you wanted. And you weren't going to let anyone sway you in a different way. This is where your mind is at right now. Yeah. You're taking your time too. You're not in a rush to prove anybody right or wrong, because this is your life. When it comes to Cancers in love. Spirit, when it comes to Cancers in love, where's the mindset at? Cancer, you could either be dealing with a fire sign or an air sign, even a water sign. I don't see any sort of earth sign. When it comes to love, it seems like you've expressed yourself, but somebody was withdrawing from you. Like they didn't want to hear it. Like the energy between you guys, there's no sort of communication. You two are not communicating at all. And this person's actually very withdrawn from you. Why has this person withdrawn? Or maybe energies are very reversed and maybe you're the one that's withdrawn from them. You felt like you were putting a lot into this relationship. You felt like you were under the impression that you guys were okay. But this person felt like something was not enough for you. Like either that person felt like they weren't enough for you or you weren't enough for them. Because you felt that you were on the right path. But this person they're thinking differently. Or again, energies can be vice versa. Maybe you were the one that thought that you didn't have enough for this person, or you weren't good enough, you weren't wealthy enough, you weren't smart enough, you weren't good looking enough. But this person thought opposite. This person thought that they were very happy with you. What's my advice? If there has been any sort of disagreement between you and a loved one, and I'm talking about a romantic loved one, it's time that you both put everything on the table, right? And not necessarily cutting off new communication, but cutting off any sort of distractions from you guys, because it seems like a lot of you, both of you, either you or your lover, have been very distracted with what everyone else has to say, and you're not really paying attention to each other. So the next time that you're with your significant other, make sure that you let them know how you feel, but also make sure that you're cutting off any sort of distraction and any sort of misleading information that could cause you to feel like you're not good enough, or maybe you're not reassuring them that they're good enough for you. Yeah. Because it's clear that you guys like each other. It's clear that you love each other, but right now, you guys are not sharing anything. You guys are not communicating enough. You guys are not, like, you guys are, it's boring. It's boring either between you guys, or it's just like you guys are not exchanging. What is my final advice? For the last week of March, what is my final advice for Cancers? What is my final advice for Cancer for the last week of March? Sometimes I'm called to cut the cards and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I read my stories like this. It just depends on how I feel for the moment. Cancer, this is you. And remember, when I'm saying you, it doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, because it's a guy, because it's a king, because it's a knight, that it's a male. No, it could be that you possess these qualities. You're looking really good, you know? And it could be the person that you're looking at too. Maybe the person that you like, the fire sign. I've mentioned that already. They're very careful. They're very careful on how they communicate with you, because they know the moment you feel disrespected, you're out. The moment that you feel like you're not being given what you want, you're out, and you let them know. But you're looking really good. And this person, it's you guys, you and your partner possess the same qualities. Both of you. So maybe that's why you guys are having a little bit of a friction right now. What's my advice for Cancer? My advice for Cancer is share everything that you have. Share, not necessarily just by emotion, but share physically. If that means that you have to grab this person and have, I mean, right now we're practicing social distancing, but if you are with someone who you're not practicing social distancing with, share everything that you have with that person physically. Don't allow them to retreat, and reassure them that there's not another partner, because they're under the impression that there might be somebody else under your, in your ear. They think that maybe somebody else is talking to you, or maybe you are talking to someone else, and that's what's really distracting you from this partner. But make sure that if you do decide to work it out with this partner, you're letting them know that there isn't someone else. And if there is someone else, that's a decision you would have to make. But the person that you're originally with, it seems like you guys share a lot of qualities, similar qualities. So I would double check if the person that you've had your eye on is someone that you're really interested in. Okay. Okay, Gemini, that concludes my reading for March. for the last week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment if you're interested in anything specific you would like to talk about. And I hope you stay safe.